You don't need 10,000 English words. You don't even need 1,000. Today, I'll show you how just 317 words can help you start thinking and speaking in English. Let's begin. I'm going to tell you something that nobody tells you. You are not failing because you're lazy. You are not failing because you're stupid. You are failing because the system is designed wrong. Let me show you the 3 traps. Trap number 1. You memorize the difficult vocabulary first. Think about this. Your English textbook starts with agricultural and philosophical, but you will never use these words. Meanwhile, the words you actually need, I, you, go, come, make, work, nobody teaches you how to use them. That's trap 1. Trap number 2. You learn words in isolation. You memorize beautiful, magnificent, wonderful, but you never learn where these words go, when you use them, how they sound in real conversation. Here's the problem. Your brain is designed to remember things you use, not things you memorize. A word you use once stays in memory. A word you memorize 100 times, gone by next week. Trap number 3. You are afraid. You're afraid to make mistakes, so you stay silent. You write essays instead of speaking. You practice in your head instead of out loud. And here's what nobody tells you. Speaking comes from mistakes. Fluency comes from repetition. Confidence comes from trying and failing. Not from being perfect, not from knowing 10,000 words, from using 317 words badly until you use them well. Most students think they need to fix themselves. They don't. They need a different approach. And that's exactly what I'm showing you today. Okay, so here's what I discovered. Out of all the English words, thousands and thousands, only 317 of them are actually doing the work in everyday conversations. And I'm going to break them into categories so you see exactly how they work together. This isn't a random list. Each word has a job, and once you see the job, you'll never forget the word. Let's start with people words. These are everywhere. I, you, he, she, we, they. Simple, right? But here's what makes them powerful. They're personal. When you say I, you're saying something about yourself. Let me show you examples. I am a student. She studies every day. We speak English together. See? Just with these simple words, you're already making sentences. Now, the real magic happens here. Action words. These are the words that make things happen in a sentence. Go, come, eat, work, study, make, take, give, learn, know. Watch what I mean. I'm going to give you example, then you repeat it. I go to college. Think about that. I go. 2 words, and suddenly you're moving, right? You're describing your life. Here's another one. I study machine learning. Now you're telling the world what you're interested in. That's powerful. Let me give you a few more. We eat breakfast together. She works every day. He learns quickly. I make mistakes, and that's okay. See, these aren't just words. They're about your life, your daily routine, what you do. Now here's where conversations start. Question words. What, why, when, where, who, how. You already know these words from movies. Let me show you how to use them. Where do you study? What do you like? Why are you learning English? These 6 words, they start conversations. Someone asks you a question and suddenly you're talking. You're no longer alone with your English. You're in a conversation. What you do. Now here's where conversations start. Question words. What, why, when, where, who, how. You already know these words from movies. Let me show you how to use them. Where do you study? What do you like? Why are you learning English? These 6 words, they start conversations. Someone asks you a question and suddenly you're talking. You're no longer alone with your English, you're in a conversation. Let me add time to the picture. Today, tomorrow, morning, afternoon, evening. Why? Because everything in your life happens in time. Watch, today I study. Tomorrow I will practice. Every morning I speak English. See, now your sentence has a when. You're not just talking about actions, you're talking about your schedule. Locations, college, home, office, city. Let me paint a picture for you. Places. Home, school, college, office, restaurant, library, park. Every story takes place somewhere, right? I go to college. But where is college? It's a place. We meet at the library. Where? The library. Specific place, real place. She studies in the office. Where? The office. When you add places to your sentences, your story becomes real. It's not abstract, it's your life in your places.
Before we finish, let's take a quick look at what we accomplished today. First, we learned the 317 most useful English words that appear again and again in daily conversations. Then, we combined those words to create simple and natural sentences. And finally, we connected those sentences into stories. Because that's how the brain learns a language. Not through memorizing long word lists, but by understanding ideas, pictures, and stories. The more you see English as a story in your mind, the less you need to translate. And that's when real fluency begins. If you'd like to practice these 317 words again, I've prepared a complete PDF with all the words, examples, and exercises. Just tap the link in the description and download it. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next lesson. And don't forget, tomorrow's lesson is waiting for you. New sentences, new stories, more confidence. Subscribe now and continue your English journey with us.